You are listening to
the WrestleGeddon podcast.
WrestleGeddon podcast.
What's up, everybody? It's Friday. Welcome to another edition of the WrestleGeddon podcast. I, of course, am your host, Chris the Heat Matthews, and he's your other host, the Tennessee Jesus, Carl Crossland. Carl, what's going on, man?
Not much, man. Just trying to survive.
It's like every day.
Yeah.
Surviving every day, risking your life every time you get up out of bed.
Yeah. Yeah, rest of my life, man. Crawling through attics.
Awesome stuff. We've got some stuff to talk about this week. We got Backlash tomorrow night. We'll go through that and give our predictions on that as well. What else we got going on? We got a new Pope.
Yeah, man.
Pope.
Congratulations.
American Pope out of Chicago. Some people are calling him CM Pope.
CM Pope.
CM Pope. Apparently, he does have some ties to wrestling, though.
Does it?
The former Aiden English. Apparently, the Pope is his dad's friend. Friends with his dad. So I'm like, all right, that's cool. That's some cool stuff.
Yes.
It's not too bad, not too bad. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about. We got some more releases. This time not out of WWE. Some AEW releases, some other stuff, some news I forgot last week. We'll get into that. But first, let's kick it off like we always do with the Random Band entrance theme.
I'm gonna have myself. Well, who the hell put this on so random? For fuck's sake!
Alright, for fuck's sake, it's the Sex Pistols.
I'm gonna have myself. Well, who the
I forgot to take it off repeat.
Repeats, yeah.
Haven't done that in a while.
Two
All
things
right,
I love. Sex and pistols.
Awesome stuff. All right. It's been a while since I've listened to some Sex Pistols. Yeah, I went with a Substitute as my pick for an entrance theme.
I thought you were going to go with Hail the Queen.
Along with the Queen.
Or along with the Queen. What did I say? Hail the Queen. Yeah, I thought you were going to go along with the Queen and be like Charlotte Flair's tag team partner or something. I decided to go with Pretty Vacant.
Nice. That was another one I was thinking about too.
Oh, okay. Yeah. That's what I decided to go with.
Quite a few good picks in there.
Yeah, they got the right, tone for like a wrestling thing.
It'd be like I don't know, I was gonna say something that Sami Zayn would come out to, but he's more into like ska music. But maybe like Ruby Soho. If she wasn't using Rancid's Ruby Soho theme, it'd be something.
Yeah.
Sex Pistols would be a good band for her.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. All right. Well, who we got lined up for next week?
Next week we have one of your favorites, Destiny's Child.
Oh, Shucky Ducky. So there's the thing. I actually like some of Destiny's Child's songs. It's just not a big fan of Beyonce. Like post Destiny's Child. So,
Hmm. Yeah, I just don't know why Destiny had a child. No, I'm kidding. No, yeah. I mean, I like the group. I like Beyonce. Uh, I like Kelly Rowland. So,
I like Kelly. It might be a little biased since she was in Freddy versus Jason. And she told Freddy
yeah,
he had a
yeah.
which had like the best racist line in any movie. How sweet dark meat.
Yeah, I just I don't know. I was like had bigger crushes on um, Kelly and Michelle than I did Beyonce. But
Yeah, I have
I
to
like
agree with that one with Kelly. It's like same with like TLC. Like I like Chili more than everyone else. So yeah, awesome stuff. All right, Sex Pistols this week, Destiny's Child next week. Breaking it up here a little bit and giving some R&B pop. All right, that's going to bring us into the instant replay. All right, let me get this out the way. This is something we forgot. Well, I forgot to put in the notes last week to talk about. Hulk Hogan and Eric Bischoff and their freestyle wrestling promotion.
what?
Yeah, you didn't see that video? They
I
posted
did
they posted a teaser video was it last week or the week before? I think it was towards the end or towards the beginning of last week. I'm trying to remember.
So it's supposed to be like regular wrestling.
No, it's like amateur wrestling, not like WWE style wrestling.
That's what I'm saying. You said freestyle. That's why I was like,
Freestyle, yeah. So they did this whole promo thing, and it was in black and white, and they had like cheesy rock music playing in the background because they're doing everything to make it look like an NWO promo without being an NWO promo. To announce all this stuff, and they're like, "Oh, there's the third man. Who's the third man, brother?" And then they announce it, and it's like some amateur wrestler. I don't know who he is. I don't follow that, unfortunately. I like my wrestling predetermined. So, but yeah. So Hogan and Bischoff and this pretty big name amateur wrestler are starting a freestyle wrestling promotion.
alrighty. Well, if you wanted to wrestle Greco-Roman, like, are you able to, or you just have to do freestyle?
I don't know any of the details. I just know like Hulk Hogan apparently is the commissioner, and it's Hogan's Real American Freestyle Wrestling is the name of it.
Okay. I wonder how many Real American beers you have to drink to sit through it.
I'd say it's former UFC coach Israel Martinez.
Mm-hmm. It's just I don't see it doing like being crazy successful just for the fact that like UFC, Bellator, like all these MMA stuff like already exist.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep. Like I said, I don't think it's gonna last. Like I agree with you. I don't think it's gonna last that long. I think it'll probably do decently when it launches, just because people are gonna say, "Oh, what's this about? Like, what's this thing with Hulk Hogan?" And I think that's what they're hoping on is people tune in for like the first, like the premiere of it, and then sticking around after because, oh, we actually like this. This is cool.
Are they doing it in a ring or like on the mat?
I have no idea. There's no real details on it. Just they've signed a few people, and that's pretty much it. But I haven't come across any like major production details or anything.
It'd be cool if they had like random like stipulations, like had like a table match, but that's like wrestling, so you like have to really come to a table.
Oh, that'd be awesome. All right. So that was from last week or the week before. I don't remember exactly. I just completely forgot to put it in the notes.
Yeah, I haven't heard about it, so I'm glad these saw something.
Yeah. Let's see. I put this in here twice apparently, but Shotzi, we kind of speculated on her contract not being renewed. It was confirmed after we recorded last week that her contract is not being renewed by WWE. So she will, as soon as that contract is up, she will be a free agent. So I'm kind of disappointed in that one. I like Shotzi. She's probably like one of my 5 favorites right now in WWE's women's division. So that's kind of feel like
5.
I think she's one of my top 5.
Oh, I don't know about that.
Well, I said
She's
my
a, she's,
words.
she's a wrestler. I know, but I'm just trying to argue with you. Yeah, why not?
Just don't be a fucker. That's why not.
I'm just saying. When you Becky Lynch is your number 1?
No.
Who's your number 1?
They're not really in any order. It's just like they're like the 5 that I like right now. Like Chelsea Green, Shotzi, Io Sky, Kairi Sane, and probably throw Rhea Ripley in there too. So.
Okay.
Liv Morgan, like, oh.
No Bianca Belair, Bailey, or
see, I like Bailey. I'm not a huge fan of Bianca Belair. Like the stuff she's been doing lately has been pretty good. I just kind of want them, like, I know they're not getting rid of the braid anytime soon because that's like the trademark thing with her. You know, it's part of her image. Yeah. But like I want her to stop skipping to the ring. But other than that, yeah. Like Tiffany Stratton is another one. Sol Ruka, Zarya, Roxanne Perez. Like,
you're over 5.
I know it's over 5, so I'm just saying they're interchangeable. Right. So just I like Shotzi.
I guess
Shotzi's one of my favorites.
Right. You said top 5. So I didn't say she was like terrible. It's like you said top 5. I was like, oh shit, top 5.
My top 5. Yeah. So we had that, and then AEW released the Righteous. Vincent Marcella and Dutch. No longer part of AEW. They did drop a video a couple days ago, actually. A little promo video with the 2 of them. So we'll see where they end up at. I think AEW completely, I don't know. They say this all the time with AEW and fumble people, but like I think those 2 could have been pretty decent players in AEW's tag team division, either in Ring of Honor or actually on Dynamite or Collision or something.
Yeah.
They're kind of hot there for a little bit, and then they disappeared.
Yeah. But I mean, it's the history of wrestling. You're hot for a little while, and you like the main goal is to stay hot forever. There.
Yep.
But it's hot multiple times.
Unfortunately, this next person wasn't really that hot to begin with, and then ended up being a dumpster fire. Duke the Dumpster Droese arrested on alleged child pornography charges or attempting to purchase child pornography off the dark web. So, yeah, out on a $10,000 bond. Awaiting court date and all the other fun stuff.
Maybe he can join Hulk Hogan's wrestling and be in the first ever Buried Alive match.
He can be the ref, the timekeeper.
No, I'm saying we put him in a Buried Alive match, but it's like a real match. Yeah. Just buries us alive. It's freaking gross.
Yeah. It's all alleged. Obviously, like we have to say alleged, whether or not I believe it's true.
Well, I mean, if you are arrested on like attempt to buy, like I'm pretty sure like they get hard evidence that you try to buy it. It's not you produced it or something. Like
he was using some payment system similar to like PayPal or something like that. I can't remember what the name of it was, but apparently it flagged onto the purchase, and because of what the purchase was, they immediately alerted authorities to it.
Authorities, yeah. I was gonna give advice on buying stuff on the internet, but if you're like a pedophile, no, I'm not gonna give you any advice on purchasing stuff on the internet. So
yeah, definitely don't want to give them advice on how to get around stuff.
Yeah.
Oh man.
But that's pretty disgusting.
Yeah, and the shit part about this is one of the independent toy companies. I think it's Hassel Toys, Grapplers, and Gimmicks line has a Duke the Dumpster Drosy figure coming out. I don't think he's really has said anything, but this figure's been in production since like last year. So of course it was all before that, and it's all pre-order based, so people have already paid for it, unfortunately.
Yeah,
I don't want to see a company producing this stuff, lose out on money, especially if all this stuff went into production prior to this incident. But it sucks for them, not Duke Drosy, but the manufacturer, small business. Terrible. What else we got? We got some new info on the WWE AAA joint venture. It was published in Mexico, translated, of course, for US. Biggest thing in this is it shows the controlling stake of the companies that are involved. WWE owns 51% of AAA. So they have the controlling stake of the company, and another sports entertainment conglomerate out of Mexico named Felipe owns 49%. So they didn't technically completely buy out AAA, which I think is how they got around that clause in their contract when TKO or UFC and WWE merged. They had that there's that clause in their contract that they can't purchase another wrestling company for 5 years. So because they didn't actually full on buy the company, they just have the majority shares in the company. So they don't technically own it. They just have a controlling stake. So
yeah. Well, I thought that's better than the Booker they had a couple years ago.
For AAA?
Yeah.
The Booker was Conan.
No, I thought wasn't Tony Khan booking AAA at one point?
Oh yeah, their stuff that they're doing between the two of them, Tony Khan was booking. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Conan wasn't happy about that. Cool. But apparently some of the talent in AAA have already started converting their contracts over to a WWE contract, just so all the contract wording is the same between both companies. One of them is actually Alberto Del Rio. He actually was not released from his AAA contract from what we reported on. I think it was last week, the week before. He is now officially under contract again with WWE. So, yeah. Not sure how I feel about that one. But we'll see what happens. Apparently, but he is like one of AAA's like biggest stars, so not really much like monetarily wise. I'm sure they want to keep him in AAA if he's the one that's bringing people in and all this other stuff. And from everything that has been said by Conan, he hasn't done anything to warrant being fired from the company. He's there, he does his job, no problems backstage, no other issues like attitude wise or anything like that. Because I'm sure if that did happen, Conan would probably have him turn up missing. Yeah. And we got some good news coming out of WWE. I'm gonna ask you this question, see if you know the answer. Who currently has the number one shirt on the WWE Fanatic shop?
Who currently has number one?
Yep.
I'm gonna guess and say Dirty Dominic Mysterio.
Kind of close. They are on the same brand. Karrion Kross.
Oh, okay.
Karrion Kross is the number one shirt on the WWE shop right now. So,
okay.
Kudos to Karrion Kross. Kudos to people finally realizing how awesome he is. So awesome to the point where he self-produced, paid for a documentary that popped up on YouTube a few days ago of his WrestleMania weekend, doing Josh Barnett's Bloodsport and some other stuff that he was doing around that time in Las Vegas. It's about 45 minutes long. Is actually a really good watch. If you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely check that out. So it gives you a little bit more insight into
it's on WWE or on his personal YouTube.
His personal YouTube.
Okay.
He paid for the whole thing himself. It's not a WWE production, so actually turned out pretty good. Shotzi, who's really good friends with Karrion Kross and Scarlett. She says that an interview she did, I think it was on I think she was on Chris Van Vliet recently, and she did and she was talking about how Kross, like when they'll go do like their ghost hunts and stuff, and Kross will just like any second will be like, "Hey, I want to cut a promo real quick," and then he'll film him cutting the promo on their ghost hunts and stuff, and it's just like some random thing that he does. And Shotzi's like, I looked up to him for that. I got a lot of advice from him and everything. Just how he could go in and out of like into a promo and back to what he was doing and stuff like that. It's just like something probably just something pops in his head, he gets it out, and he's just back to the task at hand. So it's like awesome. So, but I'm excited to see him with some high merch sales, and that's usually a pretty solid sign of for the higher ups in WWE or TKO or whatever to generally start using people more, start pushing them more as merchandise sales.
Yeah.
Awesome stuff. All right. So that's a little bit of the news I got for the week. Let's go ahead and kick it over to Monday Night Raw. We had some pretty solid matches on here. One of them was Penta versus JD McDonough, which kicked the show off, kicked off the night of wrestling. That had to have been match of the night for Raw, like hands down. And like, aside from like Seth Rollins and Jey Uso was awesome too, but I just think me personally, they gave JD some time to shine, and like especially being out for as long as he was with that punctured lung from hitting the announce table. Like JD's awesome. And having him paired up with someone like Penta was just like made to be an awesome matchup.
It'd have been cool if they gave him the win, but I understand they won't not push Penta or whatever.
Yeah, that's pretty awesome. We did mention Jey Uso versus Seth Rollins. That whole thing came about by Paul Heyman goading Jey into putting the title on the line against Rollins. So we ended up getting that, which was a great match as well. All kinds of interference in this one. Seth almost got the win. So Punk showed up and then cost Rollins the match with Jey. I think was it Rollins won by DQ technically.
Yeah, but the
Jey
title
Uso still retained. So. It was still a pretty good match. I enjoyed that. It was a good main event.
Yeah, for sure.
Then one of the other things that I had on here too was Becky and Lyra, the segment between the two of them. Becky cut a pretty solid promo, talking about why she did what she did to Bayley, why she's there, how she doesn't understand why people are comparing her to Hulk Hogan. But then Lyra came out, and I think this has probably been like the best promo that we've gotten from Lyra since she's been on the main roster.
Yeah.
Like there was a lot of emotion in that with her, which is, one of the big things that really wins me over is if you can convey that emotion in that promo, and she did a hell of a job doing that Monday night. Awesome stuff. You got anything from Raw?
No, I mean you pretty much covered like all the big things. I mean we had Sheamus and the Austin Theory.
I forgot about that.
I guess Austin Theory didn't get cut, or at least not yet anyway.
Yeah. We're Austin.
I know that was like a rumored cut that we talked about last week.
Yeah. I think they're gonna I don't think he's going anywhere. I think they're gonna start transitioning him because he seems to be getting a lot of traction with fans too. Especially with this whole thing with Grayson Waller, trying to do stuff to help himself out while using Austin Theory as like a stepping stone type thing.
Then I guess we had fucking Rusev beat Otis, which to me, like, didn't really care to see.
No. I was not. I don't think I paid attention at all to that match.
Yeah, you didn't miss much at all.
As soon as the music hit and Rusev came out, I was like, yeah, I'm good. I think I started scrolling through Whatnot or something. Like, yeah, this is boring. We had the face off between Gunther and Pat McAfee.
That's right.
Which was a good segment there. McAfee really bringing that heat on the microphone with Gunther. I think we'll get a pretty solid match out of McAfee and Gunther tomorrow night. I mean, McAfee's obviously not going to win.
He might.
But,
you never know.
You never know. I just,
Yeah.
I think Gunther's going to end up choking him out, but I think it's still going to be a pretty solid matchup. Yeah, that was some of the big stuff there. Backlash, like we're talking about, is tomorrow night. We'll run down this card real quick here. We got Intercontinental Championship match, Dominic Mysterio versus Penta. U.S. Championship Fatal 4-Way, Jacob Fatu defending against LA Knight, Drew McIntyre, and Damian Priest. As mentioned, Gunther versus Pat McAfee. Women's Intercontinental Championship match between Lyra and Becky Lynch. And the WWE Championship match between John Cena and Randy Orton. I know you're super excited for that one.
Yeah, no.
I can see it in your face. John
Yeah.
Cena, Randy Orton.
Again.
I don't know if they're doing the women's SmackDown title tomorrow night, or if that's going to be at another point with that number one contenders match that just happened.
I don't know, but if it's not Jax, hopefully I don't have it on Backlash.
Yeah.
This will be another match I'll watch. I don't know. I'm not. I kind of do want to see the Dominic and Penta match. And then the U.S. title, I think it'll be pretty good. I don't care for any of the other matches on the card, really.
Yeah, there's not.
Like, I feel like we should have got Naomi. We should have got like a Naomi Jade match or something.
Yeah, I don't see why they're not doing that again too. But they like to keep these side pay-per-views, like if it's not like one of the big four, they like to keep them short on matches for some reason now. So
yeah,
like
but
five matches
I'd rather watch that. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd rather watch that than John Cena.
That's true. Oh, awesome. All right. Well, let's get into.
They could have they should give John Cena the day off. Since he barely works anyway.
John Cena sucks. Oh, it's funny. They kicked off SmackDown tonight. Or at least towards the beginning, R-Truth was in the parking garage with a "Let's Go Cena" flag, waiting for Cena to show up. He's like, "Let's go, Cena. We can't see you." And then Jimmy Uso walks up to him. He's like, "Dude, what are you doing?" He's like, "I'm waiting for my childhood hero, John Cena, to show up."
Yeah.
Jimmy's like, "Yo, Cena sucks." He's like, "Nah, man." He's like, "Cena never gives up, but you did, dog. You gave up." It's like, oh man. I saw a fan. I don't know if it was like fan theory, but like we'll call it a fan theory. But like, what if Cena does hold the title all the way up until December, and R-Truth is the one that finally beats him and takes the title from him? Like R-Truth beating his childhood hero for the WWE Championship.
Yeah, if John Cena holds the title till December, I'll probably be watching something else.
If that's the direction they go, if they were to go that direction and have R-Truth win the title off of Cena, even if it's just for like 10 minutes and then Money in the Bank gets cashed in on him, like it would have been worth it, like that whole time. Just the celebration and everything, and then the next few weeks after with R-Truth, like, "I'm the WWE champion. I beat John Cena." No. Oh man, I would love it. Oh, awesome. All right, let's get into some predictions here. Let's kick it off here with the. Why that is not the one I was just looking at. Well, what the F?
Card subject to change here.
Yeah, pretty much. Let's kick it off with Gunther versus Pat McAfee.
I don't know, man. Uh, I want to say Gunther is probably definitely going to win, but I could see them doing some kind of other shenanigans or something. Maybe
Michael Cole gets involved.
Yeah, or something.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Jared King Lawler comes out and power drives against her. Yeah, give me Gunther.
I'm going with Gunther too. Like, I don't think it's going to be like a total squash match, but Pat's going to get some pretty good offense in there. And a lot of people forget, like Pat McAfee has wrestled before.
Yeah,
he's singles matches in NXT. He was in a War Games match. Like at one point, Pat McAfee, was the standard bearer for celebrity wrestlers.
Yeah.
And then along came Bad Bunny. Where is this, Dan? There we go. Jesus. Okay. So you're taking Gunther. I'm taking Gunther. Everybody's taking Gunther. What else we got here? Let's go with Dominic Mysterio versus Penta.
Give me Dirty Dom.
Got to do Dirty Dom. I think it's not like the only way I see Dom losing this is if Finn costs him the title. Like he did with Priest.
Yeah.
But I think it's too soon for that. Because he literally just gave the title to Dom. And having him drop the title already, it just doesn't make sense.
Unless Rey Mysterio gets involved.
His deadbeat dad.
Causes them the match.
Because Dom won the title.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Maybe Aaliyah Mysterio's ringside or something.
Oh, awesome. All right. Fatal 4-way for the U.S. title. Men's U.S. title. Got Jacob Fatu, Drew McIntyre, Damian Priest, and LA Knight.
I think Drew McIntyre picks up the win.
I think Drew.
I think Solo interferes and costs Jacob the title.
Ooh. That could be a possibility. I'm going with Jacob, though.
I know, but I just didn't want to pick all the same ones, so I had to come up with a new story, new angle.
Going with the safe choice. All right, Lyra Valkyria versus Becky Lynch.
Well, do you know where Ireland is?
Do I know where Ireland is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's in Europe. And since we don't have a women's European title, I think Becky Lynch picks up the Intercontinental Championship. Because She wants to be champion of our continent, so she can't be champion of the world.
Okay. I agree. I think Becky's gonna pick up the win on this one. And I think eventually it's gonna lead to Becky versus Bayley, or I could be completely wrong on this, and Lyra wins by interference from Bayley, which still leads to Becky versus Bayley. So either way, all roads lead to Becky versus Bayley.
Becky versus Bayley. It's like the Intercontinental Champions, like the U.S. Championship, but you're also champion of Canada and Mexico.
Oh, man. All right.
A lot of people don't know that.
John Cena versus Randy Orton for the Undisputed Championship.
I mean, if it was me, I would give Randy Orton another damn title. But I think I'll do Face and do Face Jr. and the Duke the son-in-law gives it to John Cena.
Travis Scott's going to come out and cost Orton the match like he did with Cody.
Yeah.
Oh, I hope not. Yeah. I'm picking Cena to retain. I don't think he's going to. Definitely not losing the title right now. If he does, honestly, it's probably going to be back to Cody. As much as I want it to be. Now, since I've heard it, I want it to happen. Cena versus R-Truth.
I'm just waiting for it to suck and then everybody get online after it's over and like, it was supposed to suck on purpose. John Cena said he's ruining wrestling, so it was supposed to be bad, guys. Like, if it was good and we liked it and we loved it and wanted to watch more of it, we'd be getting what we wanted, not what we didn't want.
Oh, man. It's funny because it's true. Oh, man. All right. So there is our picks for Backlash this upcoming tomorrow night. So check it out. Listen along or whatever. See how good we did, how close we came with our picks. And we'll run it back on next Friday. We'll go through that and see who came out on top of those predictions. All right. AEW this week, got a couple things here that I thought stood out. The Hurt Syndicate offered a challenge to the Locker Room for their tag team, for any tag team to step up. Crew came out. Top Flight came out. Crew didn't say shit. Top Flight, terrible mic skills. The Top Flight, they need some promo classes or something. But they came out, did some talking, and then MJF comes out and beats the shit out of both members of Top Flight. Bust one of them open. I think he actually busted both of them open. Then, because Lashley told him he needs to hurt people if he wants to be part of the Hurt Syndicate. So MJF did all that.
People.
And then Lashley told him, I'll give you an answer next week.
They had a collision last night, right?
Yep, they did a collision last night too. I got some notes from that as well. The other thing I got for Dynamite was the four-way eliminator for a shot at Toni Storm's Women's Championship. This match included Toni Storm, Penelope Ford, Anna Jay, and Thunder Rosa. Penelope Ford and Anna Jay got some beef going on, so those two just beat the shit out of each other while Toni Storm and Thunder Rosa watched. But Toni Storm ended up picking up the win on that one. And no number one contender outside of that yet as we move into whatever next pay-per-view AEW's got. I think they got Beach Break, I think, is the next event coming up, which is Wednesday. We'll get into stuff for that. Like Carl mentioned, Collision was last night, Thursday night as well, special edition of Collision. Oh, excuse me. Which kicked off with a pretty good matchup between Ricochet and Angelico, who I have no idea where Angelico has been, but I was happy to see him, especially on TV.
He's been in hell.
He's been in hell. Oh, man. I honestly didn't know he was still employed by AEW. Like, I thought he was gone.
Yeah, I didn't know that till you mentioned him. I'm like, what?
I was like, holy shit, it's Angelico. That was a good match. I enjoyed it. It might be because I like Angelico, and Ricochet actually looked pretty good in that matchup too. I mean, Ricochet, it's not like he's a bad wrestler. They did a lot. There's a lot of technical stuff in this match too, especially by Angelico. And of course, your high flying stuff between the two of them. So it was a good balance matchup compared to Will Ospreay match. So,
okay.
But Ricochet wins, and then starts talking trash to the crowd, and then we see former WWE superstar Zach Gowen in the crowd with his family. So Ricochet starts talking shit to him, and then Zach ends up getting in the ring, and Ricochet beats his ass and then takes his leg.
Oh, man.
Took his leg. Left him with one leg to stand on. And so that sets up Zach Gowen versus Ricochet Wednesday night on Dynamite, Beach Break edition. It's 2025. Did anybody ask for Zach Gowen versus Ricochet?
I mean, it's one of those things. Like, it's unexpected. That's cool.
Yeah, I mean, he still wrestles. I mean, it's not like he's a bad wrestler. So
I'd rather watch that than John Cena and Randy Orton.
I just thought it was funny that he took his leg and walked away. And he's just walking up the ramp. I'm like, where are the memes right now with Rocket pointing at Zach and saying, "I want his leg. I need that guy's leg."
Need a leg versus leg match.
Yeah.
A leg on a pole. That's what we need, man. Prosthetic leg on a pole match.
Oh, awesome. Oh, man. The other standout thing from that collision was Chris Statlander standout. So Chris Statlander versus Willow Nightingale. They announced this on Dynamite. The two of them challenged each other to a match on Collision. It was a good match until Marina Shafir came out and choked out Willow, which the ref and Statlander were unaware of that happening. Statlander took advantage and picked up the win. Fucking Marina Shafir ruining a great match for whatever reason, because she's the problem.
The problem.
I just want her to go away from wrestling, like 100%. It's very frustrating. But yeah, that's pretty much the stuff that stood out to me this week between Raw and AEW, all that fun stuff. So, you got anything to add? Or?
No, I didn't watch AEW at all this week, so
Okay.
I can't help you out with either show.
Yeah. no worries. And that'll just
I did know Collision was yesterday though, so like I said, good thoughts on that.
It's all good. We'll just hop over to the elite figure of the week, which is brought to you by entertainmentearth.com. Use the code FT Collect for 10% on all of your in-stock items. Their in-stock items. Elite figure of the week this week. We're kicking it back a little old school here with Alundra Blaze with the WWF Women's Championship that she threw in the garbage on Monday Nitro.
I was about to ask you if you had a trash can.
I do. It's over by my ring. I should have brought that with me too. Great figure. I was super excited when this one came out because this is literally like her first action figure, if I remember correctly.
Yeah.
The closest thing that we've gotten was a monster truck, the Medusa monster truck.
I would say there might have been like an American Gladiator or something that looked similar to.
Yeah. Probably. Yeah. So, Alundra Blaze. It's pretty cool. I like the figure. Solid figure. Could use an upgrade with the new facial scan stuff and like the new elbow joints. But it's definitely one of the older women's elites. All right. There's your elite figure of the week. All right. Let's get into this. Carl, I got something new for you this week. It's not no holds barred. It's porn star or pro wrestler.
Porn star or
pro wrestler. Figured this would be fun. Something different. It gets hard to come up with. It gets hard. Pun intended. It's come up with fatal four ways every week. So let's try something different. All right. So this is porn star or pro wrestler. I've got a list of 10 names, and your job is to figure out if they're a porn star or a pro wrestler. I'm going to kick it off here with an easy one to get us started, and that one is Beaver Cleavage.
Beaver Cleavage.
Beaver Cleavage.
That's a pro wrestler.
The former, or I'll not say former, current Mosh from the Headbangers. All right, so pro wrestler. All right, let's so the next one here, J.R. Hogg.
J.R. Hogg.
J.R. Hogg.
J.R. Hogg. Are they a fan of wrestling if they're a porn star? Because like J.R. Hogg. I'm gonna go wrestler. It seems like it's like a Oklahoma, like it's too wrestling to be a porn star unless they're like just like a fan of wrestling.
That is a wrestler. J.R. Hogg is a wrestler. From the 60s, actually. I think it was Mid-South or AWA. You're right.
Okay.
Got one. How about Ryan Idol?
Ryan Idol. Ryan Idol. I will say that's a porn star.
That is correct. All right. Dan Rodman.
Dan Rodman, like Dennis Rodman?
Like Dennis Rodman, but Dan Rodman. It's a white guy.
Dan Rodman. A white guy. A white guy named Rodman?
Yeah. I'm pretty sure.
I'm gonna go with a wrestler because
All right.
a white guy named Dan Rodman.
That is correct. Probably should have told you he was a white guy. All right. Rob Rotten.
Rob Rotten. He's not kidding to Axel Rotten.
No.
I'm gonna go with porn star.
That is correct. Jeez. I thought it was going to be harder. All right. Eric Escobar.
Eric Escobar.
No relation to Santos Escobar, as far as I know.
As far as you know.
As far as I know.
Could be. I'm gonna go professional wrestler.
That is correct. Damn. All right, I got 2 left here, or 3 left, sorry. Foxy D.
Foxy D.
Foxy D.
I know a bunch of different Foxies that were porn stars. I'm gonna say Foxy D is a porn star.
You would be correct. All right. Barbara Bush. Not the former First Lady, but Barbara Bush.
But Barbara Bush, I would assume that would be huh. I want to say porn star, but I feel like there's a wrestler in that women's wrestling that was named Barbara Bush. I'm gonna go professional wrestler.
That is correct. I was hoping you were going to go porn star. She was.
Now I remember was it WoW or whatever that one woman's organization was? I remember them having like a Barbara Bush.
Well, she was on WWE during Attitude Era. She was they called her BB. She was like she was one of the fake ambulances or something, but fake paramedic at one point, and then she had like ended up getting like a on-screen role for a little bit. Wasn't very long.
Did she wrestle in like WoW or something like that?
Maybe.
Okay.
All right, got 2 more. Tanya Tate.
Tanya Tate.
Tanya Tate.
That's a porn star.
That is correct. All right, Kira Winters.
Who?
Kira, like Kira Hogan, but Kira Winters.
Winters?
Yep.
I'm trying to think of the porn stars I know as Winters. There's like let's see, Kara Winters. I know a bunch of Winters that are porn stars, but Kira's not like popping up in that name. But I don't know any wrestlers named Kira or Winters. I'm gonna go porn star.
Porn star is correct. That's 10 for 10, dude.
I either watch too much wrestling or watch too much wrestling.
Oh man, I thought some of those were gonna be harder. So that's why I threw the beaver cleavage one in there. I was like, this will be pretty easy. We'll give them an easy one.
Yeah. Well, it's one of the things where, I probably watch too much porn or too much wrestling. Uh, if you just stayed like strictly on dudes and names, like I probably would get harder for me. But then I was like, oh,
Oh, the dudes' names would have made it harder for you, huh?
yeah, because I don't remember their names. I don't search dudes' names. I never sit in front of like Pornhub and been like, dude's name. You know what I mean? Like I'm always searching for like the woman's name. Like I don't know, do they even have like dudes' names listed in the like on the site? Like can you
No,
look at like Ryan Jeremy and
they
like
definitely
it
don't
pop up?
show up in the top models, top 10 list or whatever at the bottom of the page. So I don't know, unless you're a woman on there, I guess that might be different, but or if that's your preferred thing, I guess. I don't know. All right, well that was porn star pro wrestler. Do that again, got to make it a little more difficult.
You have to do pro wrestlers or preachers.
Pro wrestling creatures. Ted DiBiase. Oh, awesome. All right. Let's get into No Holds Bump, which is brought to you by our Redbubble store. Check out redbubble.com/people/WrestleCanPod. You can find the link in our link tree in the bio. Buy some stuff. Go buy a shirt or a hat or something. I don't know.
Or another thing you do wrestler tonight. Have me guess how many times they were born again? Guess how many times they were baptized.
Oh man, that'd be awesome. Oh man. Awesome stuff. We got Mother's Day coming up this weekend.
Is that this weekend?
That is this weekend. Oh shit.
Yeah, that's my wife. She said it wouldn't.
Yeah, it's Sunday.
I thought it was next week.
Oh, she told you it wasn't on purpose.
Trying to set me up.
Yep. Yep. Mother's Day is Sunday. Should be, I don't know. Be a good time. I don't know. Probably not for me, but because I got to go visit my mom. It's a story for another day. Oh, awesome stuff. So my wife doesn't watch this or listen to it, so that's all right. Yeah. Got that coming up Sunday. There's a toy show I'm gonna go to. Take the kids with me, get them out of the house, get them out of my wife's hair for a little bit. So
Yeah.
shouldn't have to deal with that.
I got a ballet recital tomorrow. My daughter's.
Well, that's fun.
Yeah. Better be good too. I had to pay $20.
Oh man, I just went to a cheer recital, or not cheer recital, cheer banquet tonight for my daughter, and I had to pay like $30 for $30 each for me and her, so $60. And the food that they had for a banquet was half a sandwich, like a sandwich platter with half sandwiches on it, some chips, some cookies, and some nasty ass macaroni salad thing that had freaking tomatoes and broccoli in it.
It was what kind of salad?
Tomatoes and broccoli. It was like
I like tomatoes and broccoli.
Well, I like tomatoes and broccoli too, but like it was like a macaroni salad. Who the fuck puts broccoli in a macaroni salad?
I've had broccoli salad, but it didn't have
Yeah,
macaroni in it. Like
yeah,
a
broccoli
like a
salad
broccoli.
different. But this was like macaroni salad. They used freaking macaroni shells
Mm-hmm.
and put some diced tomatoes in there and then broccoli.
I
Like,
would
what the
eat.
fuck
I
is
would
that?
eat it. I would eat it.
I tried it.
Oh.
Like it wasn't
But
that
it's
good.
kind of like some. It's kind of like weird texture. Like you know what I mean, like the noodle and the broccoli and the tomatoes, kind of weird textures like put together.
It's totally weird. It's like,
Unless the
what the hell
broccoli
is
was
this?
cooked.
I don't think that. No, the broccoli wasn't cooked. It was raw.
It was raw
It was
broccoli.
uncooked. Yeah. Like what the hell,
It's
man?
kind of.
So,
What kind of sandwiches was it? Like bologna or
like ham.
ham
The
and
one I
cheese?
had was ham and cheese.
Mm.
It had pickles on it. So I was like, what the hell, man?
If they had like a Italian or something, that'd be nice.
Yeah, it was just. Ugh. And then like drinks that had, how like sports teams have the Gatorade jugs.
Hmm.
So I had two of those. One was filled with water. The other one was filled with lemonade, but the lemonade was almost gone by the time we had gotten there. So I was like, what the hell, man? It's damn
Yeah,
kids.
damn banquet.
Damn banquet. I said, this ain't no banquet. This is a picnic. That's what this shit is. Like, you tell me banquet,
Yeah.
like, I'm expecting, like, decent food, not sandwiches. Especially if I'm paying $60 for two people.
Yeah, you think about a banquet, you're thinking like beef stroganoff or uh I don't know
Something.
what's Salisbury steak.
Baked ziti.
Like you're thinking of what other stuff they have? Banquet
It's usually something like a pasta or like a meat,
or
like a chicken
chicken,
or something.
chicken
Yeah,
pot,
chicken
chicken
parm.
pot pie. I'm talking about
Yeah.
the banquet, the frozen dinners.
Oh,
Like you have like the. That's
what
where
am
I was going.
I?
That's where I was going. That's what I was like. That's what I was like. Salisbury steak. That's what I was like. Salisbury steak. Chicken pot pie. Like.
Did not click with me there until you said, the frozen dinners. I'm like, oh, I got you now. So,
the banquet meals.
oh man, awesome. We got some appearances coming up in the area. This Saturday, actually, at Nerd Bombers, MXM will be there. The former Maximum Male Models. They're now current AEW superstars, AEW talent. Nerd Bombers. Coming up on July 21st. That's a Monday night from 6 to 9 p.m. Harley Cameron is making an appearance. And she will have the Mercedes Monet puppet with her.
That'd be pretty cool.
So that's pretty cool. Then they just announced today, August 2nd, from 1 to 3, Jose Canseco. Jose Canseco. Jose Canseco back.
Only snitching because he finished.
So that's some local stuff coming up. GalaxyCon in Raleigh. Hardy Boys were announced a couple weeks ago. Kane also announced as well.
But I don't see Kane's fucking Like, now you have shit to do. Like, how does he got to all these fucking conventions? Like, you think being a mayor of a fucking town, like, you'd like be too busy like opening a fire station or something?
Running the town.
Yeah.
The town doesn't run itself, Kane. Who else is gonna be there? Lex Luger's gonna be there. Mick Foley. I think those are the 5 wrestlers they have announced so far. Got a lot of Screamcast members too. We've got the original voice actor of Ghostface, one of the newer Ghostface, Ski Ulrich, Matthew Lillard, Jamie Kennedy be there as well. That's exciting. Wayne Knight. I think those are the only 5 wrestlers that they had announced. Oh, Darby Allin will be there Friday and Saturday.
Goddamn Darby Allin.
Goddamn Darby Allin. Just grows on you after a while. It's like a fungus you can't get rid of. Yeah, so there's that. Fun stuff there. Oh, we have a new follower on TikTok. That is, let me see if I can find it. Over here. The Marks is our new follower. They have it's pretty much a movie that is on Tubi. It's called The Marks, obviously. It's an irreverent, I don't know. It's a 90s wrestling comedy. I don't even know what the hell that word is, but it's a 90s wrestling comedy that's on Tubi now. And they got some video clips and stuff up on their TikTok page. They got 56 followers. I'm gonna check this movie out, see if it's any good.
Yeah, I've been watching Mod. They put Mod on TV. And then there's
on TV.
Mod, like be author.
Ew.
Before.
Oh, Maud.
Yeah, before she was on
Golden Girls. Yeah.
Golden Girls. Yeah. And
Gotcha.
then there's Mod.
Gotcha. It's like Mob. What the fuck is Mob?
No, Mod.
Hey, it's Mob.
Then there's Mod. Then there's Mod.
And then there's Maud. Oh, that's cool. I don't think there's really anything else. Sinners is still in theaters, doing pretty good.
Yeah.
Go see that. No.
I had to wait till it comes on after streaming for see it.
Pretty damn cool. They dropped the trailer for the new I Know What You Did Last Summer.
What did I do then?
Looked pretty good. I don't know what you did, but you know. I'm sure there's some drinking involved somewhere. Oh man, I don't really have a lot for No Holds Barred this week.
Yeah, I don't think there's any like new movies that popped up. Like I was like, oh yeah, I gotta see that.
Yeah. trying to see if there's other stuff. Like I'm not watching anything right now. I finished Atlanta, which is a really good series. If you guys haven't seen it yet, definitely check that out. Like you saw all those damn clips on TikTok, and it made me start watching it. So it works. It worked.
Isn't it like T.I. or something?
What's that?
T.I.
Oh, it's Childish Gambino is in it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I liked it. I thought it was good. It's got him. It's got Zazie Beetz, who was Domino in Deadpool 2. A couple other people in there. Cat Williams has a couple appearances in there too. Really good stuff. Good stuff. Yeah. Other than that, not really a whole lot going on. Just wrestling and playing some video games. Living the dream. Living the dream. All right. That's gonna do it because other than that, I'm just gonna start rambling on with some nonsense to fill some space and time, and I don't want to do that.
Okay.
All right, that's gonna do it for us for this week. Then this is 283 of the rest of the podcast. But we'll be back next week. We'll talk some Backlash. We'll go over the cards for that. Winners, losers, all that fun stuff. So we want predictions for that as well. And come up with something new for Carl for next week. Any fatal four-way or porn star or pro wrestler. Could it be a wrestling move or wrestling hold or I'm a super we handle the haircut stuff. Awesome. All right, guys. We'll check you all next week. Make sure you follow us on all the media outlets. Like us over on TikTok. Or follow us on TikTok. Help us get that out. Subscribers are gold. Want to get up there and podcast live on there. Simultaneously with our live news on Facebook. Tremendously free. It doesn't cost you anything. You don't even have to watch the live. Help us with that knowledge. Yeah, I'm rambling. Hey, it's time to go. All right. We're out. Later, Mark.